unbelievable stuff here in Argentina. Right, well, we're going to get going finally in a moment. 24 laps, worked for them. Simon.
Guys, I'm impressed with the officials' decision, you know.
Here in Argentina.
I suppose Jack Miller fans.
Certainly arguable. I mean, there's a lot of ways here that we... Andrea Dovizioso, the World Championship leader on board, is this.
Well, I've just put my mortgage on Jack Miller getting the whole shot anyway, so...
He's got it going. He's got it going, but he might have to start from pit lane.
He's come off his grid position.
Hang on a minute, I thought he was being pointed to pit lane. Has he got away with that one?
I tell you what,
Pre. 24 laps in Argentina, and the strangest start you'll ever see. Jack Miller gets away from getting the whole shot into turn one. Danny Pedrosa's second. Johan Zarco.
As did Maverick Vinales, but as you'd expect, Jack Miller bolting away at the front. Pedrosa leading the pursuing pack.
Marquez will be thanking his lucky as he ran across the water, and I think that he'll lose third. He does to Marc Marquez. It's Jack Miller that leads from Danny.
A double up the inside of Johan Zarco as well at turn 5. Can't quite find his way
to reel in Jack Miller.
Bradley Smith had a great first opening. Dovizioso's out wide at turn number 7, and that we're about pound, so a mistake early on for Andrea Dovizioso. Marquez on the inside of his teammate. There's no love lost there between Marquez and Pedrosa.
He might just lead here going into the final corner, and he's going to have a look up the inside and almost gets his nose chopped off.
A touch between Zarco.
Pedrosa's gone.
He got nudged. Got another collarbone there, massive high side, but he got nudged out wide by Johan Zarco. Pedrosa's race already over, and Miller now under real intense pressure. Pedrosa's not experienced another collarbone injury now. If Marc Marquez can quite have an exhibition right here. Here he goes, out of the slipstream, effortless by the world champion. He's into the lead on lap number 2. Marquez leads then, and he's had great pace all weekend.
Him now looking back at Jack Miller, his Ducati screaming for grip.
Chenet, exactly where he wanted to be. Good news inside of him.
Oh, that is a bit cheeky. Zarco had no other room where to go, and unfortunately on the damp, on the power, winds it on, and that's all she wrote. Nasty, nasty crash. It's good news that Danny Zokas
to slap of the race, a 1:42.869, slightly quicker than your race leader Marc Marquez, but he's not found safe passage as yet through Alex Rins in front of him. Must have made a mistake somewhere, Lorenzo, surely.
The Yamahas are having an absolute mare, Matt. They are nowhere to be seen here. In
half a second faster.
Is that a white flag waving over there? What's that about? Where's that?
Firm sitting tight in third place. This is allowing Cal Crutchlow to edge ever closer to what would be his third podium finish here in Ireland right now.
The manoeuvre at race start currently under investigation. Well,
we saw one of the International Race Team Association.
2 Aprilias, Alicia Spargo and Scott Redding. Simon.
I'm with Hervé Poncherel.
I think like both of the team was a bit of a strange procedure. The white flag is shown, so we can swap back fast.
Thank you, Hervé.
Yeah, well, it's by Marc Marquez. He just took 9/10 of a second outside of Jack. It's Alex Rins for third.
I'm just interested to see what happens here with this Marquez situation and what happened at the start of the race.
About a possible sanction for Marc Marquez. To pitboard him. They can obviously send him a message on his dashboard as well. I can see now Marc Marquez's mechanic ride through is going on the board. Incensed. There we go. Marc Marquez is going to get right through. There we are. Race direction. It's on his.
Ever likely to see. I have to say, in a way, I'm not surprised to see that after what happened on the grid. It's a very, very confused situation. But if you're told to get off the grid and then you read and you start the race, I suppose you have to. He has to go in.
His dashboard. He's got to come in. Really, I think you get
2 laps. Is it?
He's in.
He's in.
He's in.
Unbelievable stuff, this. Can you believe it? Jack Miller, as he now comes through and over the line.
Today. What an afternoon of drama here in Argentina, the MotoGP World Championship. We've had half a season's worth of entertainment and drama so far. Marquez then, got to be careful there coming out of pit lane. It's going to be really greasy when he was
based on his blistering speed, he can almost certainly get himself into the top 10. Of that, there's very little doubt on the grid. Can't get it going, eventually gets it going. He's told by an IRTA official to pit lane, and he's not going.
You can see, I think Cal Crutchlow was there as well, saying surely he's got to turn the bike around, didn't he?
So there's 2 penalties there effectively, because one, he'd been told to get off anyway, and then he's ridden the bike on the wrong direction on the grid as well. You cannot write this at the start of the weekend. Dovizioso crosses the line in 5th ahead of Tito Rabat.
Andrea Dovizioso is playing, been nowhere near the pace of this man Marc Marquez. Marquez was checking out, he was long gone. This was going to be a cruise to the victory for the reigning world champion. But
seen anything like this in your entire life. This is your fight.